What's up YouTube, what's up Raider Nation, it's your boy Mr. Raider Kid 24 here, and I'm finally bringing you the video I've been wanting to bring you all day long, all week, and that's the free agency preview. I'm apologizing in advance, sorry, I'm already stuttering, it's 15 seconds freaking in the video, I can't even speak English, Jesus. I want to apologize in advance, this video might be a little longer than usual, maybe up to 15 minutes, sorry. Try to do my best to make it short, but I want to really talk about these free agents and let you know who we might and who we should pick up. So let's get to it. Real quick, I want to shout out to all the Oakland fans up in the Bay, and they had a rally out there yesterday over at City Hall for their hearing, and that's where the fans spoke and let the city of Oakland know what they want, and it's Coliseum City and stay in Oakland movement. So good for you. Looked like a good turnout, and I'm happy for them, and I hope we get something, and I hope it's on the right terms and a stadium that suits us, and which is a good deal. Nothing, we shouldn't settle for less. That's my point. So let's get to it. Some great news. I was gonna put out this video today, and some great news just kept falling our way all day today. I was in class and I was stirring away on Twitter and whatnot, and certain things kept popping up. So let me drop the news real quick. Maurice Jones-Drew retired. The 9-year, 3-time Pro Bowler who has over 11,000 career yards, former Jaguar and Raider. He is no longer going to play football anymore, and I thought this was a great move by him. It saves him embarrassment. It saves us from having to embarrass him by releasing him, then him retiring. I think this is great. He retires a Raider, a team he grew up a fan of, and I love Maurice Jones-Drew and don't regret the signing. Loved him back in the UCLA days, so wish him the best of luck. We'll see him on ESPN or NFL Network pretty soon, so that was some good news. We officially released Woodley. We knew that, but it's official. So that means the cap numbers start going up and up and up. So with Branch getting released early in the week, officially, Maurice Jones-Drew retiring, that's 2.5, and then Woodley, that's 5.5 or something like that. We feed up almost $10 million in cap space just to boost ourselves up that much more. I think we're at 64 right now. So if we release Matt Schaub, which is 5.5, we're about $69.5 million under the cap. That's close to 70 mil. That's ridiculous. That would be the most of any team over the Jaguars. Please, can we cut Matt Schaub? Please. Anyways, that does it with the Raider news. So let's get to the free agents real quick. I'm going to name off the players that were franchise tagged earlier in the week. So we got Dez Bryant of the Cowboys, Justin Houston of the Chiefs, Stephen Gostkowski of the Patriots, Jason Pierre-Paul of the Giants, and Denarius Thomas of the Broncos. All these guys franchise tagged. I thought the Cowboys got a steal in keeping Dez Bryant for that much money. Justin Houston, there's no way he's leaving Kansas City. And Denarius Thomas, they had to do that to him as well. Jason Pierre-Paul kind of sucks because I kind of wanted him on a Raiders squad. Maybe he reunite with Tuck. I thought that would be a good pickup if we had to, but I like Greg Hardy better. So that's fine. He would be a Giant. Sorry, you didn't hear that. Alright, free agents. Alright, so I got 3 categories for these free agents. I marked it up, did my homework. I was bored in class, so I got big names, I got small names, I got guys maybe you didn't think about, and I got guys all that would just fit our team, that would be good pickups, maybe some guys if we had to settle for less, if you want to say, and so let's get to it. So I'm going to run off the names real quick. Ndamukong Suh of the Lions, Greg Hardy, Randall Cobb, Mike Lupita, Malcolm Smith, Ray Monaluga. Never mind. He just signed a 3-year contract extension with signed a 3-year deal with the Bengals to stay a Bengal. That would have been a good pickup in my opinion for middle linebacker. He has ties with Ken Norton. It made sense. That won't happen. Okay. DeMarco Murray of the Cowboys, Terrence Knighton of the Broncos, Julius Thomas of the Broncos, Houndsy of the Chiefs, I don't know if I said that right, the center, Raheem Moore of the Broncos, Orlando Franklin of the Broncos, Tramon Williams of the Packers, Byron Maxwell of the Seahawks, Phil McPhee of the Ravens, I don't know if I said his name right, Akeem Ayers of the Titans, AJ Hawk of the Packers, Brandon Flowers of the Chargers, Kareem Jackson of the Titans, BJ Raji of the Packers, CJ Spiller of the Bills, and Darrelle Revis. The only reason why I put his name in there is because I had to put his name in there. His name is there, okay, but he's not going to be a Raider, I guarantee that. I don't want him to be a Raider. Other guys, Jeremy Maclin, and then there's 3 guys who recently asked for a trade or to be released. And that's Brandon Marshall, Andre Johnson, and Dwayne Bowe. Those are 3 big wide receiver names. And despite their age and despite the situation, those are 3 big names. So let's get to it real quick. Ndamukong Suh. So the report is that we will have Suh in for a visit next week, which is great. And I already saw Gorilla really getting ready and telling fans that he will be at the headquarters when Suh is there, and that's amazing. If I could be there, I would be there. So if you're watching this and you have no time, nothing else to do, and you know that Suh is at the Raiders headquarters and you can make the drive, head out there, scream your ass off, go in your silver and black, look Suh in the eyes, and let him know that this is where he wants to play and this is the fan base he wants to be a part of, wearing that silver and black. So yes, Ndamukong Suh, we have to break the bank for him, give him a big contract. I say, why not? If we can add guys like Ndamukong Suh to put him on the line next to Justin Ellis, or if we can even sign Terrence Knighton and put them two side by side, and then have Ellis and Antonio Smith as rotators, that's a already beast four right there in your depth. That's the depth chart right there. Defensive tackle done. Then you got Khalil Mack that's going to play edge here and there. You got Justin Tuck, that's still on the edge. And then why not sign a guy like Greg Hardy? Yes, he's on the exempt list. He, charges are dropped. Nothing's going to happen to him. He's a beast football player. Sign him. Get Greg Hardy to be a Raider as well. That will be amazing. So imagine Greg Hardy on that defensive line as well. But here's realistically, Randall Cobb. Here's a realistic pickup, I say. Randall Cobb, we're already saying that we're going to look like we're going to give him, 11 mil, almost 12 mil, which he wants. He wants like 12 a year. The Packers are not willing to give him more than 10, and it seemed like they already said nah. So if we're willing to give him 11 and, no other offers are coming in for him, I think Randall Cobb will be a Raider, and he'll come play with baby A-Rod, and you reunite with James Jones. And I like Randall Cobb. I think picking up him and drafting someone like Kevin White, that wide receiver core just looks amazing to me, just like that. Just by that. One draft pick and one signing makes our like that. We still got Rod Streeter coming back for injury, who I really like Rod Streeter still, and James Jones, who can be a great slot receiver at times or whatnot. So, yes, Randall Cobb. Another guy is Mike Lupita. He's a guard for the Niners. I think that would be a great pickup. I actually don't see it happening. This is one where I feel like we could and we should, but we probably won't. We'll probably sign maybe a guy like Orlando Franklin, who is actually a great tackle. He plays for the Broncos. That would be a great pickup. I think that will happen. Another name for the center position, speaking of offensive line while we're there, Chris Myers of the Houston Texans has came up that the Raiders want to take a look at him. So it looks like, Wisniewski's not coming back, and it's going to be either Hounsey or Chris Myers, center for the Chiefs and center for the Texans, that are probably going to be our two choices to see who's going to replace him, which actually are probably not bad replacements at all. So that's something to look good about. DeMarco Murray, I wasn't too high on him last year. I didn't give him, I didn't praise him like God, but he is a free agent. He's going to cost some money, and I don't think we're going to go after him. Even though Maurice Jones-Drew is now retiring, and McFadden's probably gone, and Murray is probably there. Our Latavius Murray is there by himself now. I just don't see us signing DeMarco Murray unless it happens. If it happens, it happens. I'll be shocked. But, for the Raiders, you got to kind of keep your expectations at a mid, and then your, what would you say, your hope kind of, low too, because you don't want to get heartbroken. You don't want to oh man, we're going to sign all these people, and then the Raiders end up signing just A.J. Hawk, Brandon Flowers, C.J. Spiller, something like that. No offense to them. But those guys are back burner guys that you kind of just add to the team. Not really guys you want to build a team around with guys like Suh, Hardy, Cobb, Terrence Knighton. I think adding Terrence Knighton to the team would be great. And if we don't get Suh, I'll be happy if we at least pick up Terrence Knighton, at least, and maybe Greg Hardy. I don't know how the scenarios are going to work. We have plenty of money. I know I'm going off. I'm looking at my paper all over the place. But yes. Let me talk about a cornerback real quick that has Packer ties. Speaking of the Packers with Cobb and A.J. Hawk and whatnot. Tremont Williams. Tremont Williams is at age, but I think he would be a great pickup, at least if we had to. For cornerback, we need a veteran presence, at least one guy. And he's tied for the second most interceptions since 2010 behind Richard Sherman with 18. So why not? He's got ties with Reggie McKenzie. It makes total sense. And I think this guy is a sleeper that not a lot of people are talking about that the Raiders might go and pick up. And I'll be happy with it. I'll be more than happy. Byron Maxwell, I don't think he's going to be a Raider. Just a name. He's a good cornerback. I think he'll either stay with the Seahawks or probably go to Jacksonville. Other guys, maybe B.J. Raji. Maybe if we don't get Sue, let's say we sign Terrence Knight, and maybe we could use another defensive tackle. Why not B.J. Raji? Another Packer. We're getting the Packers and Broncos leftovers in this free agency, guys. He's still a good player. He's that age, but it's another guy to add to the team that can play at a decent level still. And we still have depth at defensive tackle with Antonio Smith. I thought can play good. He had his moments last season. And Justin Ellis, who's a prospect of his own, who has got big size and a run stuffer. So those are 3 defensive tackles on my list, and those are the 3 guys I'd love for us to sign. And Ndamukong Suh is on number 1 in that list, and Terrence Knight, pot roast. So receivers. So Randall Cobb, I obviously want Randall Cobb. Brandon Marshall, Andre Johnson, and Dwayne Bowe are all guys that could be traded or released and again picked up. Brandon Marshall, the only thing that concerns me about him is his ego. And then Andre Johnson already has a relationship with Carr when he was a kid. So this would kind of be interesting to see. I wouldn't mind it. But if we get Cobb and Kevin White, that's it right there. I'll be satisfied with our receiving core alone, just like that. So yeah, guys, this is the free agents I want. I want Sue. I'd love to see us sign Hardy. Cobb. Of course, we need the receiver presence. We need at least to add a piece to offensive line. So Orlando Franklin from the Broncos would be great. I think to add to a safety would be Raheem Moore. Sign him. That would be a great pickup. Center position, if you get either guy from the Chiefs or the Houston Texans, I think that'd be a good replacement. And then a cornerback, of course, Tremont Williams. Sign him. He'd be a great veteran. We can draft cornerback as well, but he'd be a great pickup for our Raiders. And that alone right there pretty much does it. Those other guys I mentioned, like Akeem Ayers and Kareem Jackson and C.J. Spiller, those guys are, and Darrelle Revis, those guys are, not Darrelle Revis not coming. No, don't worry about that. I just, for some reason, wrote his name. But other guys, those are guys maybe if they're there and no other team is really giving them any offers and we still have some money, we can use some depth or a body on the team, sign them. They're not bad. I'd take Kareem Jackson. I like Kareem Jackson, cornerback from the Titans. That would probably be a decent pickup. But I'd take Tremont Williams, even though he's a little more of age. He's got great veteran presence. He does have the most interceptions, second most, tied with a few other players behind Richard Seymour. Excuse me. Malcolm Smith is a guy not a lot of people are talking about. Yes, he was the MVP of the Super Bowl. Yes, the Seahawks probably going to resign him or something. But if he's there and we need a linebacker, middle linebacker especially, why not go and pick him up? That'd be a great pickup if Nick Roach can't play, So that right there does it for my free agency. That was a little different than I thought it was going to be. But, yeah, guys, Sue, Hardy, Cobb are the top 3 names on my list that I love us. And then other guys' names like Terrence Knighton, Orlando Franklin, and Raheem Moore. Julius Thomas, yeah, I wouldn't be mind. We need weapons for Carr. That would right there would be great. Get weapons for Carr. Stack on that defense. Imagine that defensive line real quick. Sue, Terrence Knighton, Hardy, Mack, Mack and Tuck, maybe switching it up here and there. Amazing. I'm so excited. Tuesday is only just about 4 days away now. We got the weekend, which will fly by because it always does. And, yeah. And then there we go. Off to free agency. Let's just hope for a great offseason. And let's hope we fill in these needs and we do what we're supposed to. If not, it's going to be another long season. But anyway, guys, that's my time. This video was a little longer than usual. Let me know in the comments below, out of the names I mentioned, if you have to rewatch this a couple times, go ahead. I know I tried to do this fast. I got to go to class in like 5 minutes. But tell me who you like. Maybe there's guys I didn't mention that are on your list. Let me know in the comments below. And what do you think about Sue, Hardy, and Cobb? You think those are good guys that we could pick up? Terrence Knighton, or about all the Broncos players I listed and the Packers players I listed? Let me know in the comments below what you think. And thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribers, all you new subscribers, and liking my videos. Again, go follow my Instagram account for this YouTube channel, which is Mr. Radikid24 on Instagram and Twitter. The same thing. I'll be tweeting. And that's it, guys. That's my time. I hope you all have a great weekend. Be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. And I don't know why I said that. But Raider Nation, silver and black. Feel good. We're all in again. Shout out to Pookie one more time. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Alex, Jose, Juan Carlos. It's Raider Nation, baby. See y'all later.